Hey, welcome to my Pisces Priestess channel, everybody. Welcome to October. It is October. And for this month, I definitely wanted to, holy crap, the wind is blowing strong out there. I'm looking out the window, but yeah. I wanted to do an intro video this month, guys, because it's a really intense month. October is just, this is just a very, very transformative time of year. And I thought it would be easiest just to kind of speak to everybody. So hello, everybody, all the signs. How are you guys doing? So yeah, I got some notes here about October, and also we're gonna do. I moved. I didn't mention that yet, but I have moved. Lots have been changing for me. Very intense energies. So I want to apologize for getting these videos out late. I'm not really sure when I'll get them uploaded because I don't have any Wi-Fi still. But I have a very peaceful environment and nice environment to record in, and that helps me. It helps my intuition and my spirituality a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of intense energies in the beginning of October for me. We had that full moon a couple of days ago on the 5th, and I'm not really sure when these will get uploaded, but that's why the videos are so late, because I am very sensitive to stuff like that. It's just been, October it's almost like I woke up in a new life, just to be honest. But I still love tarot and I still love astrology, so this is what I want to do. I'm getting my office all set up. This is my little spiritual room. I have my zodiac wheel over here, but it's a mess. I guess I can show you guys, but I'm going to be doing some recording by that. So we definitely have all of the zodiac energy present with us right now, and I've got all my little things, so that just makes me more comfortable. And yeah, guys, so we're going to do it a little bit different this month. That's why I'm just going to record an intro video so that everybody can see, because sometimes I say certain things for certain signs and then I forget to say it for other ones. So yeah, we're going to record an intro video. I've never done it like that. And we have a different kind of reading coming for October as well, guys. So first, let's just go over a little bit of, and I will mention this in certain videos, but October. Okay, October 2017. I've written down some of the major aspects I think that are happening. And we have that Aries full moon on October 5th. That was a very powerful moon. It was a couple days ago. I live in Michigan, so it was very cloudy here and I couldn't see the full moon. Some of my friends who were in other parts of Michigan, they saw it and the pictures were amazing. I had a Sagittarius hit me up and say that the moon was so big in the morning. Not even surprised, because Aries is our first zodiac sign. They're the first house of self. So I, as an astrologer and as someone who's spiritual, have been waiting for this Aries moon for so long. We only get an Aries full moon once every Libra season, so once every year. Very, very powerful. Anytime anything travels through Aries, Pisces is the sign right before Aries, kind of, because we're the 12th house, so we're last, and then Aries is first. So Aries and Pisces kind of chill together on the zodiac wheel, and we have a special bond as last and first. It's kind of a completion that happens. So when things pass through Pisces and they complete, and they pass through Aries, it's brand new, okay? And the moon travels around the zodiac wheel all the time, but it was full in Aries now. So full moons mean completions and new beginnings, and Aries means completions and new beginnings. So this moon was so powerful, and it definitely has set some energies in place of transformation. It's just amazing. So we did have that, of course, on the 5th for Aries. And we all have Aries in our chart somewhere. Oh, also on the 5th, we had Venus and Mars couple in the sky together, which is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I hadn't always known about that, but as an astrologer, a very, very novice astrologer right now, but every day I'm, following the planets and checking birth charts, things like that. And I'm learning more and more about these planets and what they mean to us, as humans on this earth. So Venus and Mars, masculine, they're the divine lovers, the cosmic soulmates, and they were coupled together. They only do that every 2 years, and every 32 years they repeat exactly. So 32 years ago, I think it was it was the same day. It was October 6th, 1985, I want to say. Venus and Mars were coupled together, and they were coupled together in Virgo. So very, very beautiful energy for October 5th. A lot of completions and new beginnings. On the 19th, we have a Libra new moon. Okay, so it's gonna be different for all of us, but new moons are when the moon is invisible in the sky. So this is, some hidden secrets coming out, and it depends on where Libra is in your own chart. but we do have that new moon. I hear that it's going to be, kind of bizarre a little bit, but it should be okay. Just something to look out for on the 19th. This is when the sun and the moon are in the sky together. That's why we can't see it, because the sun and the moon are in the same, they're going to both be in Libra. And then we have Jupiter moving into Scorpio on the 10th. Okay, I'm excited about this. Jupiter is my traditional ruler. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. So, as a Sag or a Pisces, and actually everyone, you really want to look out for this, because Jupiter moving signs is something that is it's like a hot topic in astrology right now. And that's happening on the 10th. It's going into Scorpio. Like, whoa, everyone, this is the planet of higher philosophy, higher thinking. It rules the ninth house. So your beliefs and things like that. So we want to be focusing on these things around the 10th. This is so awesome, guys, for Jupiter to be moving into Scorpio. And then on the 14th, we have Venus entering Libra, which is so cool because Venus rules Libra. Libra rules our relationships. It's the 7th house of partnerships and, not just romantic, but friendships and all of that. So Venus is going to come there, the goddess of love. And she's very, very at home with the scales of justice, Libra. So definitely something to look forward to on the 14th. And then we have Mercury moving into Scorpio on the 17th. I definitely want to take note of that. It all depends on where Scorpio is. On the zodiac wheel, we all can tell where the houses are, but we also have our own birth charts. I'm not sure if many of you who watch my videos also have your own birth charts. So for me, as an example, I have a midheaven Scorpio and my north node is Scorpio. So Mercury moving into that is, Scorpio is my sister sign. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, they're all water signs. So yeah, definitely really, important for all of us. You'd have to know your own birth chart, but these are the energies going on in the universe. Definitely some shifts going on, guys. And then, of course, the sun enters Scorpio on the 23rd. We're going to have Scorpio season, which I feel like is so awesome because, Halloween falls into Scorpio. I mean, it's in Scorpio season every year. And Scorpio's, mysterious and more so about the hidden emotions that we have and kind of the intimate secrets. And Halloween is mysterious like that too. So yeah, speaking of Halloween, on the 31st, we have Halloween. So those are the notes that I wrote down for October. I wanted to make sure everyone heard those, so I wanted to do this as an intro video. This whole video will be in the beginning of all the other videos, and I didn't want to make it over 10 minutes. So it looks like we have, some time to talk about the actual reading that we're going to do this month, okay? I'm going to be a little bit different, guys, and I'm going to be trying some new camera angles out, so let me know, now that I have this new apartment and everything like that. The lighting is different. There's just certain energies, I'm trying to feel it out. So this is my first, as November and December and all that and the new year, I'll probably gradually find my way and where I want to record at and stuff like that. But, I'm just going to mess around with it for October and see what's going on. But I am going to be using the Wisdom of the House of Night. This is my, kind of most mysterious deck. And I find that tarot readers are kind of diving into the kind of darker, mysterious reading. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use my Wisdom of the House of Night. And then, so we're going to do that for the main reading. And then we're going to pull some clarifiers with regular, this is the Page of Cups if you're curious. But yeah, we're going to just use my regular tarot. I miss my regular tarot. I actually, during the move, I was without them for about a week. And man, that was weird, guys. I'm really happy to have all my cards back and everything like that. So the reading, a lot of you may be familiar with Celtic cross reading. I have a reading that I kind of designed myself, and I promise you it was when I first got my deck back in April. I kind of sat down and I just kind of designed my own reading, and little did I know this was actually a reading. Like, this is kind of something that makes me believe that I'm meant to read tarot, because I actually, it's very similar to the Celtic cross, but I just call it a cross-examination reading. So basically, I love these readings, you guys, because we have a core situation that Spirit is able to hone in on. So it's a 6-card reading. Oh, and I have my little angel shirt on, just in case you didn't know or see what that was, because it's Libra season, archangels and stuff. And I say that because I want to do this cross because I'm not religious at all, But, you know, crosses are often related to angel protection and things like that. So I wanted to do this cross examination. It very much looks like a cross. It's a 6 card placement reading. So, and I'm going to explain this more as I do your reading. But the middle card is the core is situation. And Spirit can choose any situation to talk to you about. I will know the reading when I see that card. I'll know that this is the core situation Spirit wanted to choose. Then, like anything in astrology, there's a south node and a north node. So I place a card right underneath the core situation because that is where you're coming from. That is the south node of what you're letting go of, okay? And then we have the north node where you're going to, where you should aim for, you know, where you're going. And then the two, this is what's different. The Celtic cross, I believe the two on the side have different meanings, but for me as a reader, I like to hold these placements for what Spirit has on your side because it's your foundation. You know, that's what I kind of figured out yesterday that it kind of means for me is these 2 cards that make up the cross. It would be the foundation and what Spirit has on your side, what's protecting you, your protected foundation. And I'll explain more of that in the individual readings. And then the 6th card is overall guidance. And then of course we have the underlying energy, which is the bottom of the deck for you guys. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit different this month. I've never done cross-examination readings, and I'm going to try to do a different kind of, I'm recording on a laptop, so it's going to be kind of interesting to get it at an angle where you guys can see the placements. I think it's very important for you guys to be able to see where the cards lie, but I'm going to explain them and try to show them to the camera as best as I can. But alright, I'm really ready to get your guys' reading started. I had this whole day to record and kind of be creative and tap into Spirit. My intuition is recharged. I feel good. So I'm very ready. I hope you guys are ready too. This is your October reading. So let's get started with it, guys, and we'll see what comes up. Hi Virgo, this is your October reading. We're going to use the House of Night, Wisdom of the House of Night deck for your your lying cards, and we are going to use my original deck for the Magician, Mercury coming in. But yeah, we're going to use the original deck to pull clarifiers. Okay, so I'm going to do something called a cross-examination reading this month, and I've got it so that you can see the cards as they lay. Maybe some Virgos will appreciate that more. I know in my older videos I wasn't really in a place where I could show the cards, so I'm really happy to be recording that way this month. So we're going to have a 6-card spread, very angelic number. We're going to have a core situation, and that's why I call them a cross-examination reading, because they're kind of in a form of a cross. 6 cards, and Spirit is able to choose a core situation for you, and it's going to be for the month of October. So Virgo, how have you guys been doing? It's Libra season now, so you've had your solar returns, which is good. Let's see, for the last couple of videos, there's nothing going into Leo or Cancer, so that's fine. But we have Mercury moving into Scorpio on the 17th, okay? So that's your ruling planet. So I would say, you know, there was something really interesting that happened in your guys' sign on the 5th. With the Aries full moon, there was Venus and Mars coupled together in Virgo. So that was very beautiful to have happen in the sign of Virgo. So let's go ahead and focus here and get a core situation for Virgo. And I'm being led to cut the deck for Virgo. So let's get these Virgo energies. What is in store for the angels? Angels. October. Virgo reading for October. The Virgos that watch my Pisces Priestess channel. What can I say? What's the core situation, Spirit, for Virgo in the month of October? Okay. Very interesting. We had chaos come out, guys. We had chaos. So, okay. We'll just go with it. You know, I don't like to correct Spirit. So, chaos comes out. And now we're going to place a card right underneath, which is symbolic for the south node of the situation, where you're coming from, what you should let go of, where you're learning from. Okay, we have vision. Okay. Oh, Virgo. Your guys' energies never fails to get me thinking about some things. So what's the North Node? Where Virgo is going? Where Virgo is going. This card kind of wanted to come out. We'll see if it does again. It was individuality, but it didn't come out all the way. And I really want these messages to be profound in October. There's a beautiful energy, very transforming. Okay. We have fragment. Fragment is really coming out for a lot of readings. I should have mother freaking read about it. I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna put it in the comments more so what I... High Priestess of Water is on your side. And what else is on Virgo's side for the month of October? What else is on Virgo's side for the month of October? Virgo. This card wanted to come out too. High Priestess of Air. Interesting. Okay. And then a overall. I had a card turnover. I think I know what it was, which was going to be very awesome. Oh, okay. We have the moon. The moon came out. And then we have love as an underall energy. So this is your reading, Virgo. You can't really see though. So let's move it a little bit so you can see how this is a cross. So let's move this down also. I don't know why I put it so high. I guess, I don't know. So now you can see it, Virgo. A little bit of a glare, and I'm going to try my best. So, cross-examination reading. Core situation here. Spirit would like to talk to you about chaos in the month of October. We have this tornado here. I am deathly afraid of tornadoes, so I definitely don't like seeing this card a lot. It's a lot like the Tower. Alright? So, you know, this card came up for Aries as well, but it came up in their South Node position. This is your core situation, Virgo. So what I'm seeing and feeling with these types of placements in your reading, that a lot of Virgos could be in a chaotic situation, or they could be dealing with chaos, and it doesn't have to be physical. It could be very mental. Your mind can be all over the place. But Spirit is choosing chaos, this kind of tornado. So I see Virgo's core situation is kind of like the Tower. You know, a lot of things going all over the place, a lot of different directions. This is like kind of destruction a little bit. And we're going to get into more of what that can mean. And the readings always wind up coming full circle. So let's just, you know, bear with me there, Virgo. And I'll explain the best that I can. So we have that chaos situation in the middle. And what I'm going to tell you is the same thing I told Aries. There are fall leaves. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are fall leaves in this picture. And there's such a damn glare that I'm not sure if you can see it. But there are fall leaves there. And this could be just like the transformation of fall coming in very strong for Virgo this month. And that's very interesting, because it's total transformation. And this is transformation in a more assertive way. You know, you guys are an earth sign, so it could be your foundation or your actual physical environment kind of being a little bit chaotic or changing a lot. You know, tornadoes come and change the way that things are. It's, you know, hot and cold air mixing, okay? And I'm not sure why I was led to say that. But there's some hot and cold mixtures going on for Virgo this month. And when that happens in nature, when that happens in Earth, there's a tornado. So there's hot and there's cold. There's hot and there's cold. And we do have a lot of different energies here in your reading with the High Priestess of Water and Air right by your side. So that is very interesting. Virgo, for your South position, which is what you're learning from, what you're coming from, it's vision. And I see this, you know, this is a full moon. You guys are very psychic, and a lot of people don't know that about Virgo, but you guys are the angels. Angels are very, very powerful and very, very intuitive, very psychic. There's a lot of psychic energy. So you're coming from a place of vision. There was something you were able to see, something that you were envisioning that, you know, may have something to do with this chaotic situation. It may have something to do with a vision of chaos. Like, I know when Virgo is in a chaotic situation, they often tell themselves, this isn't my reality, this isn't my reality. So it's about seeing things in a different way this month in October, seeing chaos in a different way. It's almost like seeing chaos come to a completion, I want to say, with this full moon here. And we have the moon card here as well. And then we have this black cats for Halloween, whatever that may mean for some of you. So you're coming from a place of vision. You're coming from a place of like a visionary. This woman is very psychic. You know, she goes through phases like the moon. And she also is intuitive. So it's about what she can see in her mind. And I know Virgo is a very thinking, logical sign. So you guys really want to make sure you're coming from a place of visionary. So this is about getting certain visions in your sleep, getting certain visions in deja vu or visions from spirits. So I know that you guys are logical, but Virgo season has come and gone, and it's Libra season now, and it's about archangels and about balance. So where you guys are mostly thinkers, you may need to visualize some of the things that you want, especially in this chaotic state. So for the Virgos who are still in a chaotic situation, Spirit is saying that you're going to need to really visualize and envision how you want things to be. The same thing I told Aries is with the Tower card or with the Tornado card, the Chaos card. It's kind of beneficial in a way because after the storm is over with, there's an opportunity to rebuild. So I feel like Virgo is in a position of change and rebuilding right now. And, you may need to envision a lot of the ways that, it could be a vision coming true also. And it's interesting here, this whole reading. But, Virgo's my opposite sign, and I try not to think that I know you guys so well because of that. So I definitely want to kind of put my learning hat on here. On your side, these two cards are symbolic for what Spirit has on your side. So the High Priestess of Water is on your side this month, Virgo. And what I'm really led to say with this is that, the High Priestess of Water has a lot to do with intuition, spirituality, being psychic, a lot of psychic energy. I would say all three of these cards here have a lot to do with being psychic. We have the Moon card, we have the Vision card, and we have the High Priestess of Water. So intuition is really on your side. In October, you're going to be very psychic. You may be even feeling more emotional. So don't freak out, Virgo. It's just all the energy about Libra, and it's going to be Scorpio season soon, which is a water sign. So, there may be some darker emotions that kind of submerge with you, but, make sure you're not handling that in a chaotic way. Make sure your emotions are not spiraling out of control like a tornado, okay? Don't be destructive when it comes to emotions, right? And I do see this as emotions being on your side this month. So really honor your emotions. And this is the 4th card in the deck. Do you see that 4 up there? So it's about your home being on your side as well. Your emotional stability, your emotional environment. So I do believe your emotional environment will be a lot better this month in October. I see it improving, and I see that being on your side. This is something Spirit is saying. So Virgo, your emotions, your feelings, your psychic abilities, they're really on your side this month. And then interesting enough, we have the High Priestess of Air on the other side. So you have air and water on your side this month. And what that tells me is it really talks about communicating your emotions. Because we have the High Priestess of Water and the High Priestess of Air, which is, the High Priestess of Air is all about communication. She's all about intellect and being intelligent. So it's about applying these kind of energies to your emotions. And we have chaos right in between that. So you really want to be careful about things switching directions this month, Virgo. You want to be careful about the air, tornado, air, water. It's very weird how these energies are coming up together. But, the High Priestess of Air is here to tell you that your words are really on your side this month. She's really here to help you communicate better. And she's here to kind of intellectually apply words to your emotion. This is a very emotional speech. So, talking about your emotions this month is very important. And I feel like if some Virgos don't honor that, then there can be a lot of hot and cold, like I feel this way, but I think this way. I think this way, but I feel this way. How you're feeling and thinking is on your side this month, but it could be chaotic because you could be feeling one way and thinking another. So there's something with that as well, Virgo. But I'm really seeing that it's gonna be easier. Well, I'm hoping that it'll be easier. Right now, Spirit is saying that it's definitely okay to communicate, and it's okay to be intellectual about your emotions, right? You don't have to downward spiral about the ways that you feel about your home or ways that you feel about anything. You know, you could be getting certain visions and certain feelings because the High Priestess of Water, she just feels a lot. This is like this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You know, this is very, very watery energy. So it's like deep. This is very deep in magical, under the surface. So it's kind of like something with communicating under the surface this month with you. And it may make you feel chaotic because you're a Virgo. And there's a lot of psychic, kind of watery kind of feelings this month in October. And that could make Virgo feel chaotic. So that might be where the chaos is coming from in the middle. Because you're feeling like all over the place with your emotions. You want to communicate about so many different things, and you just want to make sure things are kind of, you know, going the same direction and not in a tornado kind of way. So we already talked about how you're coming from a place of vision, and it's really beautiful. This lady's all in white. She kind of looks like a virgin, right? And this is a full moon, so it was kind of like around the full moon, you may have got a vision of something, right? I know that the moon was really trying to show Virgo something. This Aries full moon on the 5th with that Mars and Venus coupling in the sky that day. So interesting. We have the north node of this situation is fragments. This card has come up for a lot of people this month, and I really need to read up on it more. This is a very interesting card. We have this kind of ghostly figure who went into the middle of the woods. Taurus got this card as well. So for the earth signs, I feel like you guys are just really needing to go out into earth, kind of disappear into earth this month. I mean, it's around fall. A lot of people, they feel it's beneficial to kind of go out into nature around fall time because the air is just so crisp. It's getting that way here in Michigan. I'm really encouraging you guys to go out into nature this month to really clear your mind, right? If you're feeling chaotic about the ways that you need to speak and there's a lot of emotion right now for Virgo, you know, I feel like a lot of things are just coming in and really making you feel those feels. And I mean, the High Priestess of Water is completely submerged, and then we have air, the High Priestess of Air, who is literally all about communication and thinking and thoughts and things like that. So, you know, that could make you feel really chaotic. It could be like kind of a spiral going on with communication or a spiral going on with water. So what better way to kind of calm those energies than to just kind of take a walk? You know, I know Virgos are very busy, they work a lot, they're always on the go, but you're going to need to find some type of way to get out into nature and kind of disappear because, you know, this talks about feeling in pieces. It talks about things kind of being in between worlds. And I really feel that for you, Virgo, that you're kind of in between an emotional world and a logical world right now. And the moon may have done that to you. The moon was in your 8th house. So there's a lot with darkness coming up here. You know, Jupiter moving into Scorpio, Mercury moving into Scorpio, the sun's going to be moving into Scorpio. So we got Jupiter there, Mercury's going to be there, the sun's going to be there. Like, eventually all these energies are going to kind of line up in Scorpio. And, you know, as an angel and as a Virgo, with your ruling planet there, you know, you are directly involved with this kind of light and dark kind of thing. So you may be feeling in between worlds as an angel. And this is your north node, so Spirit is encouraging you. You're coming, like you had some type of vision that was in fragments. So you may have got this vision periodically throughout the past, because this is kind of the past position. You may have got this vision in pieces, Okay, it could be over the course of all the full moons we've had, because the full moon in Aries was kind of completing the first half of the zodiac wheel, and now the moon is going to be moving through the first half of the zodiac wheel. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And then in Pisces season, when there's a full moon in Virgo, the sun will enter back into Aries. The sun has traveled to Libra now, which is the more mysterious part of the zodiac wheel, you know. So the moon here is playing a part in this, and I'm seeing these two kind of down here together. These moons, both of them have, you know, very big moons in this picture, if you can see them both. I see an awful glare, and I hope when I upload this that there's not much of a glare. But I'm seeing this moon here, and I'm seeing this black cat. So there's a lot of spirituality, there's a lot of darkness, not bad darkness, just darkness, you know, things under the surface. What does the moon rule? The moon is about things that are under the surface. We all have a moon sign. So it's about the things that we hide. And, you know, the vision you had may have been in pieces. It could have been in fragments. You may have kind of like something you're working towards or working on under the scene. You may be really hidden right now, Virgo. I'm really seeing that's encouraged. You know, you're in a very psychic position right now. And you even have the ability to talk about it for once. I know Virgo, you know, sometimes isn't very good with words, or they don't really know how to express themselves. But you have the High Priestess of Air helping you this month, all about communication, and you have the High Priestess of Water to keep your feelings and emotions in check. You know, very beautiful energies to have on each side of you. And you're being encouraged to kind of take all this energy behind the scenes and more in a fragmented way. And this is where the earth comes in for Virgo. This is where, you know, earth is really seen. I don't really see much earth, you know, except for the leaves and the chaos. So it could be grounding. I'm sorry to kind of rush that, but I'm led to these leaves again kind of being stirred up in this tornado card. So the core situation could be talking about chaotic foundation, and these three cards are your foundation in this reading. So you really want to come from a place of feelings and in air, and you really want to fix the things that are chaotic in your life right now. I feel like maybe that's why this chaos has come up for Virgo's middle situation, because there are still certain things that are spiraling. You know, you may feel like everything chilled out. You know, the sun went into Libra, things are starting to balance, but there's chaos on the table, Virgo. And Spirit is saying, what is still chaotic with you? Are your feelings chaotic? You know, are you all over the place with your feelings, Virgo? Is your communication just really rough? Like, is your communication not grounded and just, you know, real hot and cold and just kind of intimidating? This tornado, you know, it's really scary to me. It's, you know, natural disasters are kind of inevitable. So there's going to be areas in your life, Virgo, that are still feeling kind of like this tornado. And I'm going to get some clarifiers here just to kind of, you know, get some more energies about this tornado. And let's not forget that the underlying energy of your reading is love. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. Oh, we have the moon here, Pisces. But we have love here. And, you know, this is a very beautiful card. It's very straight to the point. So all these energies on the table have to do with love. And underneath love, we have grove. So this is kind of like an apology. This is talking about healing. And so you're getting healed when it comes to love. So that's very interesting. So we have that as an underlying reading, energy. And then we're going to get a different underlying energy as well and kind of relate the two. Okay, Virgo. So let's get some clarifiers here for Virgo. And we have chaos. And what is verifying chaos is the Knight of Swords. So very interesting energy, very rushing energy. This is an air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could be Libra season. You know, I'm seeing a lot of air here. So Libra season can kind of really blew some things away finally. One thing that I talked to about Aries with the chaos card is that sometimes, okay, I really need to talk to you guys about this because I kind of thought about you anyway when I talked to Aries about it. So with this tornado card and with the chaos card, and with the tower card in tarot, sometimes we really feel the need to fix things, right, Virgo? There's nothing you guys can't fix, right? You're the solvers, you're the analyzers, you're the logical thinkers, and you guys really like to fix things. You're very loyal people. You don't like to give up on things. So sometimes when we keep trying in a situation, right? Especially if we're a Virgo, if we're a type of energy that it doesn't really phase us to keep holding on to this relationship or this job or this living situation, anything. We can hold on to anything. Well, the universe kind of comes in sometimes like this tornado or like the tower card, and it really destroys things in a way where we can't replenish them. So I'm seeing in this core situation, Virgo, that Libra season really came in. You know, you're right before Libra, but it really charged in and ended some things. It stirred some things up. I don't see chaos as in a bad way either. Like Spirit is trying to tell me to change my opinion about chaos a little bit. And we're going to get some more cards that will probably best explain this. You could be this powerful tornado. You could be the tornado. This is your core situation, Virgo. So you could be this thing kind of coming in and changing things. You know, tornadoes come from out of the sky and they touch the ground. So interesting that Spirit is showing me that, because I'm really, I don't like tornadoes, so my view is kind of weird about this, but I'm opening my view right now for you guys, and I'm seeing that this is coming out of the sky and touching the earth. So angels come from out of the sky, right? Archangels come from out of the sky and they touch the earth. So this is more so about touching down, Virgo. There we go. Now this might start to make a little bit more sense. Things were chaotic before, but you are actually touching down now. And you just want to make sure you may have been up in the sky for so long, all these mixed feelings, that when you touch down, there's a lot of things that are everywhere. And I do feel this is a very air energy, because we have an air sign card actually verifying the chaos. And we see clouds here in the back. I hope you can see those, even though there's kind of a glare. A lot of clouds, and I was also kind of led to see the clouds in this card. So this is about things, being kind of cloudy. So, in what more way of chaos? See, I'm thinking about chaos in a Pisces way, which is feelings and emotions. But what Virgo does not, that's not Virgo. Virgo, what would be chaotic for Virgo is things not being in order. Things not being clearly seen. So there's certain things that are not clearly seen by you right now, Virgo. Spirit is showing me these clouds. And so these are two cloudy cards. And that is chaos for a Virgo. Not being able to analyze things. Not being able to organize things. So, I see that as the situation kind of for October. And, it's interesting that vision is underneath in the moon. Because the moon, this is a full moon. This is a full moon. The moon lights things up, right? And we just had the Ace of Cups try to come out. So, the moon lights things up. And I see a heavy Spirit is really talking to me about communication. And, you may want to communicate about this vision that you had. And what I was going to say is this cloudy energy up here is very much being cleared out by this light of the full moon. You see how there's kind of clouds moving out of the way, and it's so interesting. The Aries full moon was in Michigan. It was so cloudy that we couldn't see it, and me and my Virgo partner couldn't see the moon. So it's about clarity. Okay, I'm really starting to feel connected to your guys' energy now, and like I'm giving you the right messages, because the moon brings completions and new beginnings, and it's about being clear with that moon. Here's another card where the clouds are not really in the way. We have this magical, mysterious kind of feeling. So the clouds are moving out of the way, Virgo, where things, this is a core situation that Spirit wanted to talk about, but you know what my problem is that I keep thinking that this is the current situation, and it doesn't mean that. So I have 6 more readings to do after this. I might not do them today, but for the rest of the people I have to give readings to, I'm not gonna associate this. So thank you, Virgo. You always help me. Your guys' energy always helps me realize things. It always helps me see things in a better way. So there's something here with seeing things in a more clear way, right? Vision is right on the table. So your vision was clouded. And what I was going to say is that the core situation is not your current situation. If anything, this is your current situation because this is where you're coming from. Aha. So, this is not what you're going through now. That really kind of confused me because I'm with a Virgo and, I don't know her mind or anything like that. Because you could very well be feeling trapped in your mind. You could be feeling like you can't communicate. I know she struggles with communication a lot with communicating how she feels. But now that I've opened up to spirit and I've allowed your guys' energy in, it's very much so about things not being clear and kind of fighting your way. This is not your current situation. This is just what spirit wanted to talk to you about. So, okay, I just learned a lot there. So, yeah, Virgo, spirit is talking to you about the way that you fought through chaotic energy. You fought through cloudy energy. You did it as a warrior. You had your sword drawn. You did your best to communicate through that situation, but you fought through the chaos. There we go. You fought through the chaos. There was a tornado that you fought through. And I don't know when you did it, but you fought your way through this cloudy energy. And you were still able to have a vision during all of it. You stayed true to the vision you had during this situation. So let's go ahead and get a clarifier for that vision Virgo had. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have a lot of fire energy that kind of came out. So I'm going to show you guys this. We have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So there's a lot of fire. And we have the Empress. So there's a lot of passion with love. So I'm seeing that the vision you had, Virgo, the 2 of Pentacles, this is actually exactly what I was just talking about. This is the Twin Flame card. So for a select few Virgos, it could have been love that got you through this. But what I'm really, really heated, like my spirit guides are telling me to tell you that this card is about balance. You had a vision of balance. You were standing in the middle of chaos. You fought your way through it. You said, I'm a Virgo. This is not my reality. I'm still pure. I'm still protected. I'm still strong. So you fought your way through a tornado. And you did it while dancing. This card, it talks about the ups and downs of life. See it behind him, how the ships are still sailing. But they're ups and downs. Those waves are very high for those ships. But they're still, so there's something here about pushing through things that are really intimidating, or the ships with the waves and the Knight of Swords through the clouds of the tornado. So Virgo, you're really strong, and you kept the vision of balance throughout that hard time in your life, and spirit is really acknowledging you for that. This is someone who's worried. He's worried. Look at his face. He's worried, and he's trying to balance things, and his feet aren't even firmly planted on the ground. So I'm seeing that you were coming from a place where both of your feet weren't even on the ground. So you weren't even feeling grounded, but you kept this vision of balance. And, you kept this, you're a good juggler, Virgo. This is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn card. You are the Pentacles, okay? So you stayed true to yourself, and you stayed strong, and you still sailed your ships through these emotions, and you kept this vision strong, Virgo. So that's very good to hear. So now we're going to verify fragments. Why is fragment here on the table for Virgo? Okay, and we have the 4 of Swords that came out. So this is talking about rest, meditation, prayer. You know what I mean? This guy is very, very, very much resting and sleeping. So remember I was saying go, 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 how this is go, go, go energy. This guy doesn't even have time to put both of his feet on the ground because he's trying to dance. He's trying to dance and be happy while really stressing out about money and stressing out about his emotions. And this guy damn sure ain't standing still. That tornado damn sure ain't standing still. So with all this go, go, go energy, and with all your go, go, go energy, Spirit is reminding you to take a rest, Virgo, And that's probably why it's coming up with fragment, because fragment talks about being in between worlds, right? Being in between worlds, juggling two different things, juggling air and water, juggling communication and emotions, juggling logic and intuition. So I see that also, is that there's something going on here with you where you're going to be your logical self, but there's also this, that secret part of you that's very, very intuitive. And this Four of Wands card is coming up with this fragment card, because the two similar things I see about this card is that, he's praying and he's kind of in a church by himself. And this lady, even though it says fragment, which I need to read more on, she's retreated to earth by herself. Remember I was telling you about that, how you need to go out into earth and kind of separate yourself and meditate. Well, this definitely is about meditation. It's about gathering up the pieces of yourself, because I feel like this is over, Virgo. I feel like you got a vision. I feel like you stayed close to the vision. All this jumping back and forth, all these juggling, it's going to kind of ease up, especially this Knight of Swords, and that, you just came out of a chaotic fight. It's like you just been battling. I'm not saying it's over, because a Virgo is never done, but you do have time to kind of relax, meditate, talk to Creator, talk to the universe. It'll be best to do it in earth, and you may need to go ghost on a couple of people. This is like mental decisions. You need to take a rest, because any sword card is talking about air. It's talking about intellect and decisions that you have to make. And this is kind of as above, so below, which is another in between kind of thing. As above, so below. That this spirit is kind of above and below. She's looking above and she's hovering above the ground, but she's below the sky. So this is like an angel. This is like the spirit of you, and replenishing your spirit, making sure that you find time to kind of rest, and so you can kind of see that vision that you had, because you've just been through so much, Virgo. And you're going through a lot emotionally. You're going through a lot logically. There's a lot of battles inside of you going on. So let's see here. All right. Well, we had the King of Pentacles come out, and then we have these cards that came out. And Judgment at the bottom of the deck, of course, definitely being called. Those visions that you had, all this emotion, it's coming from the angels. So if I were you, I definitely wouldn't second guess it. High Priestess of Water is being validated by the King of Pentacles. So Virgo, don't worry. You're still your earthy self. This is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. You're still your own self. You're still earth. You're still, grounded. And I think going through some of this stuff maybe made you second guess. You're not a person who's usually used to dealing with this many energies that are so watery. The moon is watery. Having visions is kind of a watery thing. High Priestess of Water, being fragment. Virgo doesn't feel in fragments a lot, and if you guys do, you don't lose yourself because of it. You're not really used to having to rest because of situations, because that would mean admitting that you're tired, right? That would mean admitting that you have had your fun, or that you've kind of met your match. That's not what this is meaning, Virgo. Don't be afraid to take a rest and replenish yourself, and just so that you can come back and even fight more. So this is coming up for you. It's saying that you're still, your grounded self. You're still Virgo, and this is validating the High Priestess of Water, okay? So all these feelings, you're going to need to ground them. All these intuitive emotions, things beneath the surface, just kind of ground them. And this is about valuing your emotions as well. So some Virgos may be even waking up, had a vision, they envision themselves as someone who's this character, but still very intuitive and still very emotional. And you want to be able to logically ground your emotions. And this is about valuing the way that you feel. Virgo, that's very new for you. I know that sometimes you just kind of put how you feel on the back burner, and you're just so logical that you don't really incorporate feelings a bunch. But this is about the King of Pentacles meeting the High Priestess of Water. Some of you may be even with water signs, something like that. But I see you really seeing value and really grounding yourself. This is also talking about, you see the castle in the background there? He has a very comfortable home. This King of Pentacles, his home is together. It's so together that he's even able to venture away from it. Like he's sitting very far away from his home to kind of go and reflect about these values. So, you know, you want to be intuitive about your values, Virgo. You want to ground them, and you really want to honor the way that you feel this month. So, let's get a card for High Priestess of Air. Why is the High Priestess of Air here? Ace of Pentacles. So this High Priestess of Air, this is so interesting how you had water and air, but two Pentacle cards are confirming them. So these are becoming very real, I hear. Pentacle cards are about very real, tangible things. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo appreciate real, live things. You know, I know Pisces, they can be kind of imaginary. The moon is kind of a hidden thing. It's kind of invisible. There's a lot of things going on here like that with you, but just know that it's being validated by what you naturally are. This is a very real gift coming from the universe, okay? So there's like, it's validating the High Priestess of Air. So it could be, you know, a real gift of communication or something very real. It's maybe you valuing communication. That could be new for Virgo. You know, you guys really didn't talk about your emotions before. But here comes October, here comes Scorpio season, here comes Jupiter in Scorpio, here comes Mercury in Scorpio, where you're really diving deep, intimately with these things. And you're going to make them real. You're going to make communication a real thing. There may be a conversation, a real conversation coming to you. And this may be, you know, could be a real conversation with a different kind of energy from the sky. You know, I don't know what you angels do. You could be talking to heavenly figures. You see how this hand is kind of coming out of the sky? Remember the cloudy energy I was talking about? Well, where there were clouds before, there's going to be gold that comes out of them. There's going to be gold that comes out of them. You're going to be layered in gold, Virgo. A lot of gold coming for you. A lot of gifts, a blessing from the universe coming down from you. And that's very beautiful to see. High Priestess of Air. So you want to communicate about what you're valuable about. Or you want to communicate what you find value in. And, you know, there are emotions here. But Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is very, very great. And we do have the Ace of Cups here with strength. So some Leos could be with Virgo, and this could be, you know, there are a lot of emotions here for you, Virgo. So I see that there had to have been some type of real change, because except for this tornado. I'm really happy that this tornado is validated with air, because it means that this was just a communication. Like there was a chaotic communication going on with you. So that tornado wasn't real, unless, you know, you were in somewhere where there was a tornado. But for my Virgos probably watching this video, I really hope that you were not in a real live cloudy, like your mind was cloudy. This was in your mind, because this is being validated with a sword card. So swords are talking about mental energy, the High Priestess of Air. So we have a lot of things that are in your mind, Virgo, and we have a lot of things that are in your feelings. Things that are making you feel certain ways, things that are making you think certain ways. You were feeling very chaotic in your mind. You were in a situation that was very chaotic. It was very destructive. You were probably destructive thinking in a destructive way. But then, you know, your feelings became very real about it. Your visions and your intuition became very real. And the communication, you started to communicate in very real ways about this. You know, you grounded the way that you thought, and you balanced the visions that you were having because of this. And then we have this fragment that is also not real. Okay, everything that's real is being validated by coin. Coin is tangible, real things, just like money. Money is real. You know what's real, Virgo. You rule what's real. So Spirit is showing you that the communication is going to be real. The visions are actually real, which is interesting. And I'm a Pisces. I can tell you visions are real. You're going to balance this. You know what I mean? Your feelings are real. But this tornado was not real. It was in your mind. Being fragmented is not real. It's in your mind. You just need to become fragmented. You're going towards fragment. Okay? Fragment is being in between worlds. And when you sleep, you are in between worlds. When you meditate, you are in between worlds. When you pray, you are in between worlds. It doesn't mean that this isn't going to be real for you. It just means that it's all going to happen in your mind, which I like that. because I don't want that tornado to be real, and I don't want you to actually disappear. So I see a lot of strength here with the past and the future, with the 6 of Cups. And, you know, there is this need to kind of stay on top, you know, with this 7 of Wands card. So, you know, there's a lot to stay on top of, Virgo. And what I like to say about this card is, you see how he has water on his feet, and he's not putting his feet are not grounded in his emotions. Well, that could, for some Virgos, that could be good, but for other Virgos, you know, you may want to actually get in touch with your emotional feelings, because remember, you have the High Priestess of Water here on your side, and you have the High Priestess of Air. So communicate those emotions this month, Virgo, because I don't care who you are, there's a lot of water coming in for you. Your cup is overfilling. You definitely feel, you know, emotional around this time, and it could be happy tears. You know, I see a lot of, like, there's love underneath this reading. So we're just going to validate the Moon card here. Why is the Moon card here for Virgo? Why is the Moon card here for Virgo? Give me a card out of this deck, Spirit, that will best explain why the Moon card is in this reading. The overall guidance from the Moon. And I do believe that Aries full moon was guiding you towards certain visions, certain feelings and thoughts, you know, Virgo. So why is the Moon here? I love this Moon card here. It has this black cat on the picture. This is certain completions. Ooh, I seen, as soon as I said that, I seen the 5 of Pentacles card, which is about being poor, left out in the cold. And I was saying that those things are completing. So poverty, feeling left out in the cold, that is completing for you, Virgo. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is a celebratory energy. So you're going to be celebrating in a very passionate way in October. This is straight up a celebration. So there's something you're celebrating, something, you know, like, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, Virgo, which nobody can deny. So yeah, around that moon, you could have been celebrating this. You could be celebrating this completion in your life, this pure completion. And there's a reef on his door, on his wand, you know what I mean? So he is being celebrated for. No one else has a reef on. And you see the little crown he has of earth? So this is a very Virgo celebration. And I know you guys like to be acknowledged for the things that you do. So this is acknowledgement coming in, whether you're acknowledging it for yourself, but I see other people here in this card. You see them? They're coming here to celebrate you. Like, wow, Virgo, look at this. Like, wow, look what you did. Wow, Virgo, you're so pure. You know, and there's a completion happening there because of that. And it damn sure is true, because I have the 10 of Pentacles card underneath that, which means a very real completion, happy home life, feeling fulfilled in family, you know, and I have the Tower card. Okay, so the Tower card, I was hoping it would come out so I could not see that tornado. This is just what you want to see when you see the tornado card, guys. You know, it's about something falling apart to the point where it can't be put back together. And I think that that's good for you, Virgo, because there's a lot here with tradition, you know what I mean, and not feeling stuck in poverty. You know, you definitely have some finances here, and this is more so completions, because it's a 10 card. And you know, tomorrow we have Jupiter moving into Scorpio. Tomorrow's October 10th, so it's definitely a 10-10 card. And there's going to be a lot of things that happen. They're going to be real things that balance your emotion, Virgo. That's what Spirit is saying. Things that happen that make you feel complete. You know, I know you appreciate pentacles. A lot of these cards validating, we have a pentacle here, pentacle here, pentacle here, pentacle here. So the moon was a very physical thing. I know this card came out first. This was more so on the bottom of the deck, but I follow my intuition. So the moon also was a real completion for you. See how these things are real? And then we have some of these things that were in your mind. And then, you know, fire. This is fire. This is a passionate celebration. So you're going to be celebrated and acknowledged for the passion that you have. And it's in a very real, completed way. Like, this is going to be a real celebration that happens. It's not, you know, it's not going to be, this is the Aries card coming out as well. So it was about the Aries full moon. This Aries moon really did, you know, it definitely came through to complete some things. It was the completion of a cycle, and it was a new beginning. I have the Fool card here, which is also another Aries card. So there's something here with that moon. I know things were falling apart and they were kind of chaotic, but you know, Virgo, things are kind of changing now, and you're more aware of passionately who you are. And there's certain things in your life, you know, that we have the High Priestess as the final card, you know, so you're going to be more peaceful. Definitely, you know, these things are out of your life, I was going to say, that may have been causing chaos. I feel that you fought the things that were causing you chaos. The people, places, and things, I really feel that you have fought them out of your life. And now you're in a place of balance. You're balancing what you feel and see. You're balancing what you think and feel. You're balancing, you know, the pieces of yourself. Maybe you were in a bunch of pieces and you're just kind of gathering all of yourself together. And you definitely want to heed the fact that Spirit honed in on healing. The Grove, that talks about anything being healed. The Grove can heal anyone, so just accept this healing, Virgo. I feel like this came out for you in your September reading as well. So love is going to heal you. You know, you have this heart here. Spirit is really telling you that all of this whole reading is really about spirituality. It's about love. It's about your feelings. And of course, it couldn't just kind of, Spirit didn't want to sap you up with all those. So you have all these Pentacle cards to kind of bring it back to reality. I know you appreciate things being kind of real, Virgo. But you kind of want to, you know how I was saying that you're kind of in between worlds this month while you're meditating and while you're thinking, and you know there is this fragment kind of energy telling me to say that you were in between worlds, like a ghost kind of. It is Halloween, so you know you're in between this very mysterious world. It's logical and it's creative. It's logical and it's about feelings. So it's so interesting that these energies came up for you this month. I'd love to hear what you guys thought about it. I hope you could relate to it. I definitely tried to explain it the best way that I could. I just have a very good feeling for you. I feel that you're fighting the things that you need to fight. You're conquering the things that you need to conquer. I feel that there are very real blessings coming for you, even though that they have something to do with the home and feelings and, you know, the lifestyle that you live, communicating your lifestyle with, this is this number 6 card. But I see so many pentacles, and they're really good pentacle cards. Balancing your finances. Maybe you envisioned yourself as someone who was more stable in the home environment, more stable when it comes to finances. Well, the King of Pentacles is stable. That is your energy. The Ace of Pentacles is beautiful. The Two of Pentacles is balancing all that out. And then the other pentacle card you have is the Ten of Pentacles. So money is very good for you this month. I have a feeling that it is turning around for you guys. So that's very good to see for Virgo. I love Virgos. As I said, my partner is a Virgo, so I'm very close with Virgo energy. Virgo is my opposite. Pisces and Virgo are opposites. So whenever I'm around a Virgo, there's just a lot of balance that takes place. You know, we make a good team, guys. So I really hope that I came through for you this month. I was really excited to do your guys' readings. I live in a different place. I forgot to mention that. I did at the beginning in my intro video, but you know, me and my Virgo definitely moved to a way better apartment, and I'm really blessed and thankful for that. So I hope you guys are finding yourselves. I know a couple Virgos that actually moved around the same time as us. So it's like Virgo was really fighting some of that chaos, and they were like, no more. Chaos isn't real. You know, it's inside my mind. So I need to rest. I need to balance this. I need to get in a place where these blessings can actually reach me. And I believe that the moon had a lot to do with that as well. So I really hope that, you know, you guys are all doing well. I care a lot about Virgos and where they're at in life. So when I do these readings, it's very special to me, and I take it very seriously. It's just you guys are my opposite, so I do feel that energy. Like, I try to be as realistic as I can, but I'm not that way. I'm a Pisces. I do have a Capricorn rising though, and a Taurus moon. So I definitely understand these pentacle cards and these earth energies. I'm a lot earth, but I am a Pisces when it comes to my birthday. So I can be very watery, like this watery priestess. For my girlfriend, this could be me on her side here. Or for some of you Virgos, you could just have a very passionate water sign or an air sign on your side. And I'm going to say in October that, air signs and water signs could be pretty good for you to be around, especially if you value them or if they're very real. So that's up to you, Virgo. Other than that, just be careful. Put yourself first this month. Make sure you're kind of working behind the scenes, getting rest, recharging yourself. You're in a very, very psychic position though. We have the High Priestess, we have the Vision card and High Priestess of Water. So this is pretty interesting that we have the High Priestess and the High Priestess of Water. So, you're very much, I'm not sure if you're used to harnessing this energy in a very real way. I know that you're psychic, Virgo, but other people might not know. And that may be why they're coming to you to celebrate, because they're like, wow, Virgo, like, you really know who you are, like you're really on a new beginning. Just make sure certain people aren't using you and stuff like that. But I don't think so, Virgo. I think you guys are really turning things around in October, and I really look forward to seeing your feedback about this video. Hopefully you could relate and it applied to you guys. If not, it is a general reading. I'd be happy to pull some extra cards for you guys. If you message me, anything like that, I'm always available to help you. I love doing this. I don't do it for money, I just do it for my calling. I feel called to do these kind of things. So thanks for listening, guys. It got about an hour long, the actual reading, and then there's like 10 minutes in the beginning. So hope you still stuck around. Hope you accepted these messages from Spirit today. And, have a happy Halloween. I know I love Halloween. Me and my girlfriend are going to be doing something for Halloween. I'm not sure, but hope you guys have a great holiday. It's coming up. All the holidays are coming up. We're coming up on a new year. It's a beautiful time, guys. You're an earth sign. Get out, rake some leaves, enjoy the fall, carve some pumpkins, take a deep breath of fresh air. If you could just do that once or twice a day, just go outside and just kind of breathe in for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds. That's a deep breath. And let it refresh you, let it recharge you, so that you can enjoy all of these beautiful blessings coming in for you in the month of October. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the reading. I will talk to you more in Scorpio season in November. Take care, guys.